Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise, and today I'm going to do a reading to try and see if there's anything coming down the line for these people, these representatives who gave tours on January 5th or before, like prior to the January 6th insurrection. I've done readings on, here I have my notes, Louis Gohmert, Jim Jordan, Matt Gaetz, and Marjorie Taylor Greene. Karmic readings on them separately, so there's going to be clues for them, to their future in their readings. But I haven't yet read on Lauren Boebert. She's a representative, I think, from Colorado, and then there's these two other guys. I wrote it down here. Paul Gosar from Arizona and Andy Biggs from Arizona, who they're saying put out the most, like the massive amounts of tweets on the 5th and the 6th, like right there during the insurrection. So I want to see if justice will be served for these two people who are absolute traitors of the United States of America. So bear with me. Let me get the camera dropped down and we'll see what comes. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to use two different decks to look at it from a couple different angles. So this first deck is kind of goofy. It's this super awesome Future Fortune cards by Archie McPhee. And I'm using it to ascertain whether or not they really did give tours, because it's an investigation that's been going on since January. I think 15th or 20th, somewhere in there, I forget. But I don't want to accuse someone who didn't actually, do it. So I want to see, did Lauren Boebert, did she give a capital tour to a lot of people on January 5th or that week before? And Paul Gosar and Andy Biggs. And then I'm going to use the Kipper. Well, so it depends on what comes through with this card or this deck. If it seems to look that it's true that they did, what they're being accused of, then I'm going to use the Kipper to find out what's coming down the line for them. And I'm also going to open this up to, if it's other people that I don't know about, because I know I did a video to see if it was an inside job, and I'm pretty sure it came through that it was. So that's in there if you want to look at that. It's been quite a while since I did that. Well, probably was somewhere in January. Okay. So let me draw, I think I'm pretty sure I can fit 10 cards here. So let me draw 10 cards to find out is Lauren Boebert, Paul Gosar, and Andy Biggs of Arizona, those two. Are they guilty of giving tours? Oh, jeez. Okay. Did they help with the Capitol riots? Did they support? Yeah, it sure looks like it. I might draw a few more cards too, but let's see. Okay, so their theme here being the anchor and hanging over the sun. The sun card to me means yes, and it will reveal, these other cards will show what the sun is revealing. So, to me, this is the White House. It knights over here to the anchor. The anchor is a goal. It's a card of, of having a goal, a target. So the White House, or the Capitol, the the Capitol was the target. And yes, there was a deal. Yes, these people, well, there was one guy, some guy from Oregon, who literally like opened a back door, went out, and let people come in. But I think that was right there on the 6th. That was happening on the day of the riot. So yeah. So besides that guy from Oregon, that representative from Oregon, there was because this is specifically Lowen Bobart, Paul Gosar, and Andy Biggs. We can see right here, there's the handshake to allow it to happen, and that was the gift given so that the target could be, the goal could be accomplished. And with the zombies card here, this is it's like we let the energy vampires into the building, and then because the devil type of flame card, oh my goodness, hold on, I forgot to turn my phone off. There we go. Okay. The flame knights over here to the anchor, which shows, the intention, the goal, the intention came from this, negative reality, wanting violence, wanting fear, wanting to accomplish something. We could say that this is Donald John Trump right here, because he was the one who said, we have to stop the steal, and he's the one that started this whole big lie and all of that. And he called them special, and and supported them. Said they were special and something else I can't remember. So this is him. This is him. His goal. The zombies card relates to all the rioters who are mentally ill. Mental illness is hanging over Trump's card. The spaceship card has to do with travel. So it's going to be revealed that all these people, these rioters, actually traveled to the Capitol in order to do what they wanted to do, and they're actually happy that they did it. I doubt the people that are going to, be locked up and who have already been incarcerated, I doubt they're happy. But these people who let them in, they're happy with what they did, even though they're lying about it, or they're going to lie about it, or have been lying about it. I know Lauren Boebert has lied about it. So we'll see where this investigation goes, it looks like, but I'm pretty sure we've got the the guilt here. The mentally ill people. Was it on Saturday Night Live just last weekend that was it Michael Shea, or I can't remember, Michael Shea or Colin Jost, who had a little blip about, the Capitol riots were like, a bunch of crazy people on meth that came in. That's what we've got going on right here. Mentally ill people who are swept up in the energy of, just wanting to hook in and do something. And here's because these cards mirror each other, this deal, this handshake deal, which was this gift to a line, and they're happy with what they did deep down inside, even though they're not showing it. The security was, the security of the Capitol was under attack, of course. Yeah, it's ill. It's really ill. Let's see what else it can get. Yeah, there might have. Besides the opportunity to let them in, or the letting them in, there was also the gift of money to help them travel and get there. Yeah, and it's a secret that will come out. Money was given, support was given. There's a lot of, so with the military here, yeah, that's right. We have to remember that besides, well, the Oath Keepers and the Proud Boys, there were, between those two and many others, they're like well-trained, militia. There are prior, yeah, and they put their heart into it. They're like prior, Marine, Army, Navy SEAL, all different, parts of the military, or people who are in the military. Yeah, so, but the strength of the secrets are going to be revealed. The secrets will be revealed. And yeah, the fox. So there's the guilt right there. There's the tricky, the cunning travel plans for these, like, this mob of zombies to come in. Yeah, and I think there are lots of other people who are not going to get busted for it, but because maybe they can't prove it, or maybe they didn't see, maybe no one caught them on video or recorded the fact that they let them in, but for sure. So we've, or at least I have, for entertainment purposes only, have established guilt for at least those three, Lauren Bobart, I don't know why I can't say her name right, Paul Gosar, and Andy Biggs. So now let's see their future. Legally, what's coming down the line for these people who are guilty of facilitating the insurrection? Okay, we don't have the imprisonment card, but let's see what comes through. If these all fit, yeah, just barely. So this is pretty much the future, but messages from the past can come through too. Layers can be read. Okay, so right here with the main male, this is Trump. And here's Melania. And here's their intimate space that they were in watching the whole thing. So we've got the past blipping in here. This could even be Ivanka. So, but in the future, ooh, there are many levels here. Wow. So but our theme here is this, with the gift card, that brings in the element of, this is Trump saying, he's praising people who, because it knights over here to him, and it touches Melania's card as well. I don't know who this mature woman is, because that's somebody older and supportive. This could have been Ginny Thomas, Clarence Thomas's wife, who reportedly donated money to get people in to the insurrection, the travel plans. So she's showed up. This is Jenny Thomas. I just heard, yes, Jenny Thomas. And she knights over to this gift. Donald Trump knights over to the, the energy and focus of he was supporting this insurrection, this distraction of the vote that was about to, or the thank God, thank goodness, thank everything, thank everybody who got through that vote. Even Mike Pence, who upheld the the signing that needed to go through, because all that, it was down to the wire. In fact, somebody had to run in and get all the ballots where everyone had voted to seal, Biden's win. All of that was just like within inches and minutes of being stolen and just ravaged by these crazy people. But Donald John Trump gave the gift of praising and recognizing this distraction to get into the the Capitol. And moving down the future, man, so if this isn't all of these people who helped him, this is definitely him, because this is his intimate space. But then again, this could be the intimate space of the Capitol. But it knights over here to the coffin, so this is the card of, fatality is the traditional name of it. And it has to do with a painful ending and a big loss. And when it comes to a job, it would be someone needing to resign. So, on down the line of this investigation, because we do have the investigation card right here, and they are working on it. There's a lot of work going on in investigating into Donald Trump and what he did. So it's not just him. And I read on him about this, and I'm pretty sure it came through that this would be one of the things that he cannot get out from under. There's so many things on him, hanging over him. So this is the investigation into him. If this isn't Ivanka, and it could be read on two different levels, this could be Lauren Boebert. And this would be the document that comes in and says, we have evidence and you will be prosecuted. Because this is well, on one level, it's a person with psychological disorders, crazy making people. And on other levels, it's somebody, being confronted with something they've done in the past. And what they've done in the past, of course, is they've been investigated for their work, on the riot. This card here, I think, to me, what I'm seeing on a different level without even looking at the meaning, it just is just this like Civil War type of energy. And these people that came in, because the thief card knights here to this high honor card, it's not really high honor. This is just what they wanted to accomplish. And it's all about, the past. It's often a card of like antiques and old age and, imagine antique cannons, but it's in that energy and consciousness of the Civil War. So there will be investigations into it, and that work that they did to like reenact a Civil War onto the Capitol. And as a big distraction, I remember they had, they had a gallows all set up, and they were chanting "Hang Mike Pence." And now they're trying to act like it wasn't when during this investigation, when people were being interviewed, they're trying to act like it was nothing and they weren't afraid. Well, they're sadly mistaken, and so I think this coffin card here is trying to tell me that it will be all of them who involved themselves. And especially those who join together with the Lover's card here. It's not really about love. This is more like a, someone being loyal to this thief here. The thief card is also someone losing something because they're irresponsible. So we know who those people are. It's also, this card is just like that one that we had with the, the zombies. They're, the energy vampire card. And yeah, and the coffin card can very well relate to the people who died and lost their lives that day. Yeah. Now, this family room card could be like 24 hours up to a month, 4 weeks, which could be that we do receive information, something comes out within this next month. Now, the journey card has to do with something that's moving in a certain direction, and it's moving towards Jenny being exposed, Jenny Thomas being exposed for her work. And I don't know if she had something to do with Melania. I don't even know why Melania's here, but she's here with the thievery card hanging over her with the distractive card. So she's never the innocent, just ex-supermodel, I can't say out loud what I really want to call her. But anyway, the message of concern, the sad news, is coming towards her as well, because she had some part in it too. Yeah. Let's see what else before I close it up. Are any of these people going to end up being locked up or going to jail, or is it just going to be that they resign? Yeah, there's the fraud, there's the scam, there's the big lie, the stop the steal. This has to do with Trump children being involved. Don Jr. Yeah, somebody's going to jail. This could be Don Jr. I mean, even Tiffany was there partying with them. Yeah, and there's some obsessive thinking about it going on. And major, this is the worst card in the deck as far as that. I mean, these two together are definitely obsessively thinking about what they've done in the past. This card, oops, good thing I have 2 chopsticks. I just dropped that one. This card has to do with like being tortured with worry. Wow. And yes, it's official. It's definitely official. There will be somebody will be locked up for it, but it may take a couple of years, because with an investigation that we have back here, it does take time. Yeah, and because this card, Knights, over here and down here, it's especially going to take time to see all the people who were deficient in their, exercising their ability to uphold the Constitution. Basically, oh my goodness, I don't know who's actually going to be locked up besides Don Jr. in his, grifting and his fraud and his, coked out way of life. It's very, very possible that all these people who are standing up for, the Stop the Steal and the big lie, and they're all supporting Trump, that it could take 2 years for the whole thing to come out as to who all these people are. But they are all, it's official that they will all either be resigning or completely just voted out, and not to be in office, not to hold any position of authority again, because they and Donald Trump and all of them, they have broken their vow to uphold the Constitution, and they took that vow when they were sworn in to their position. So it's official. They're ending. That's going to be done. Exactly who goes to prison besides Don Jr., I'm not sure. Because the child card could represent, it's over here hanging over the main male, which is Trump. It could be any one of his kids. And they are all being investigated. So there's that. Okay, well, I'm going to close this up and get this uploaded for you guys, and I welcome your questions and comments. I'll be back soon. Okay, take good care.